Hey, this is Peachy.
I'm Ooze.
This is Sudon.
And we'd like to take a moment to thank our original launch site, Anchor.fm, who's helped to enrich this podcast in many ways. Anchor is a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing your podcast.
Anchor.fm offers educational tools on how to get started in social media and has not only given our show, stapled together, several platforms to choose from for your listening enjoyment, but continues to offer helpful tips and avenues for growth along the way. Best of all, it's 100% free and ridiculously easy to use.
With an easy, hassle-free method for uploading, you can add your podcast episodes to Anchor.fm's extensive library, available for listening on several popular streaming services, letting listeners choose a favorite platform. And now, Anchor can match you with great sponsors who want to advertise on your podcast.
That means you can get paid to podcast right away. In fact, that's what we're doing right now by reading this ad.
Go to anchor.fm/start to get started today.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Stapled Together podcast for the comic book week of August 7th, 2019. I am Peachy.
I'm Ooze.
I am Sudon.
And here's what's happening in the comic book / pop culture world.
Yeah, news.
News. Woo.
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Well,
News.
News.
Should I start doing...
Hey. No. No.
Okay.
What do you have for us on an educational fun front?
They dropped the new Addams Family trailer,
Yes.
animated movie. I personally am I'm kind of indifferent to it. I'm getting too many Hotel Transylvania vibes
Yes.
I'll
on
agree
my
with
end.
that.
Yeah,
Is that because it's CG?
maybe
It's just the art style?
the art style, the feel of it, the joking of it.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
not that Addams Family isn't supposed to be funny, but I think they're putting funny in front of spooky,
Right.
personally.
I personally thought that, I think it looks funny.
Yep.
I'm interested definitely because of Oscar Isaac playing, Gomez, of course.
Right.
And I loved that stinger at the end of that trailer.
Yeah.
Cousin It is my dude.
That is definitely the piece that made it, so I'm going to see it when it comes out on Netflix.
Yeah, I
Right.
dug it.
5 years afterwards.
Yeah, but that's my news.
Oh.
Very, low energy news.
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
We're just going to hit you with the
Jazzy.
jazz vibe. Do you like jazz?
You like jazz?
What do you got for us? You got-
I'm like, cue me in,
Oh,
this week, the lasagna-loving feline that we all love. Everybody loves them. Everybody loves cats.
yes, Raymond.
Garfield
Garfield.
was sold to Viacom and Nickelodeon this week.
Yes.
The Jim Davis, the owner creator, said that he was just glad it was going to somebody that he like they've put quality content on. They really care about kids and educational and giving good stuff. So they're like, he feels it's in good hands. So he sold it to them. He's 74 years old, so I
Jeez.
can't really keep up the daily stuff. I'm trying to see.
I'm hoping they do a series. I loved Garfield and Friends and stuff. I watched all that stuff coming up. I also watched Heathcliff, but I was always like, you're no Garfield, Heathcliff.
He had a catchy theme song. Heathcliff, oh what fun, terrorizing the neighborhood. I got it.
I don't think that's right.
It's true. I'm gonna put it up on the 2U. No. I'm actually trying to figure out how much they actually sold it for. They didn't really disclose that.
I thought you mentioned it when you mentioned it earlier.
I thought so too, but I guess I made up something in my head. But basically, the article that I'm looking at here from Newsarama, they kind of specify that they did buy Ninja Turtles a couple years back, about a decade back actually, and they've handled that okay.
Yeah, not the greatest, but okay.
But I'm not expecting to see more live action Garfield because it's not been the greatest live action. So I'm a lot worried about that. I'm more concerned about on the comics front. He's kind of been fine on that front, and the animation front's never been terrible. It's just when they do the live action movies, I don't know why. I'm just like,
I dug Bill Murray in the Garfield role for sure. I thought that was a good cast. I'm like, right on, guys. That's exactly it right there.
Yeah, he kind of emulated the voice the 80s show had, and kind of always had that vibe, because it was the actor who played Venkman in in Ghostbusters, so
makes sense.
That makes a whole lot of connection there. I loved that. But yeah, that's what I had this week. I'm excited to see what they do. We'll see how they do, because Peanuts was handled very well, that movie.
Yeah, that movie did great, but where are they now? Like do a sequel or something, or put out a series with that type animation style. Maybe
they can do Garfield. Maybe if they can do the same thing they did with that, like give them the opportunity, because that would be cool to see a different team. Because I don't know, but I'm excited to see that.
Yeah, for sure. Me too. I'm a Garfield fan.
I love lasagna. I love cats.
I love lasagna.
I have Garfield.
I'm mad on lasagna.
I don't have lasagna.
You don't have lasagna.
I really want lasagna.
That would be good.
Sounds good. I put up a recipe for it yesterday. It looked freaking awesome. It was a white sauce. I think it had a red sauce on the inside.
Well, you need a respite from putting up recipes.
I don't think so, Tim.
You should have done hashtag Garfield.
Oh, yeah,
because,
I know. I didn't know about that. It was before I found out.
Hashtag Garfield Army.
Hashtag Garfield Army.
Hashtag Garfield.
That's not how you do hashtags. This is how you do hashtags.
Tashhags.
I'm doing it Fruit Ninja style.
Gross.
Or Beat Saber style.
Seat Beaver.
What did you have, Peachy?
I had some pretty exciting news from the DC TV front.
Yes, the most exciting news today.
Warner Brothers TV, is doing their next major crossover event with Crisis on Infinite Earths.
Warner Brothers?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, DC. Sorry.
I'm like, whoa.
It's Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Like CW.
CW. There we go. I couldn't think of that.
Yeah, I'm like, Warner Brothers?
It has been Warner Brothers
for a while.
I can't keep up with branding.
Yeah. But yeah, they're doing Crisis on Infinite Earths. It's an super exciting storyline.
Yeah.
And there's been a lot of talk about who's going to be playing what and whatever. A lot of big names cast, a lot of recasting, or bringing back old
roles.
Reprised roles. Exactly. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Reprised roles. One of the best ones to come out of there, though, is Kevin Conroy playing Bruce Wayne.
Yes.
That's super cool. If you're not familiar with Kevin Conroy, he has done the voice of Batman since Batman the Animated Series, I believe, began. Just without a doubt, the recognizable voice of Batman. So that's super cool. And then this also
Batman.
He is Batman for sure. Yeah, I heard a story about him on a boat or something, and a bunch of workers were working hard or something, and guys like, blah, 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 da-da-da. He turns around and Kevin Conroy's there, and he's like, oh, I can cheer him up, I used to do Batman. He's like, what? Really? And he put him on the thing, and he's like, I am the knight, whatever, and did his whole thing, whatever, and everybody was all happy about it. It's like, holy shit, we got Batman!
That's great.
Which was super cool, yeah. But even better that this might see Mark Hamill reprise his role as the Joker.
Yes.
Mark Hamill?
Mark Hamill. Mark Hamill. But yeah, Mark Hamill may reprise his role as the Joker in live action, which he's never actually done.
He's done animated. He's done video games. He's done interview.
Yeah.
Interview stuff where he's just kind of played around. But
right.
We've never actually seen him. We've seen him as Trickster in this world.
Definitely.
So I'm really excited to see this because I love Conroy. Conroy is Batman. I love the animation.
Just as much as Conroy's Batman, Hamill is the Joker. He's got the iconic voice of the Joker.
Yeah, I know that Mark Hamill after Star Wars was like, I'm never going to be able to be anyone but Luke. And when he got onto the animated series, he was like, they brought me in and made me a part of their family, and now I'm the Joker. And it's a completely different thing.
That's great.
There's nobody to replace him, like, voice-wise. I mean, there's some really good voice actors.
There are.
And people have done really good versions of the Joker. But I'm really excited to see him do this. I'm excited to see old Conroy, playing old Bruce.
Yeah.
Which, with the allusion to, like, Batman Beyond?
Yeah. The possibility that'll definitely opens... Yeah, it opens the door for it, for sure.
Yeah.
These revelations coming out for this crossover, which I'm still, I think Ooze and I are a season and a half, or half a season behind at this point.
I tried to catch up, and I haven't.
So we're all three about a half a season behind on all three. If you count Supergirl and Legends, they're all tying into that.
We didn't even see the last crossover.
Yeah.
But the thing that makes me kind of depressed about all these revelations I'm loving it, but I'm also going, we got Burt Ward, undisclosed role.
Oh, yeah, super excited about
probably going to play an older Robin.
Yeah.
From the 1969 world, and I'm loving that.
Yeah.
I want that to happen, but it makes me sad that we didn't get the Adam West.
Yeah, for sure.
Because that would have been great to see them both playing old Bruce.
Yeah.
But maybe he will play old Bruce with Burt Ward as his Robin, as the Dick Grayson Robin.
That's kind of what I was thinking. I'm just curious if they're going to name any more names, can be dropping any more names before the event happens, because there's a lot of speculation going on about, reprised roles, possibilities of reprised roles, and stuff. And I love the announcements they've made, so I'm excited. Give me more, please. I want to see. This is Infinite Earths. Yes. Give me infinite announcements.
Yeah, I don't know if they can do that. It'd just be the longest episode of anything ever.
It's just like, hopefully they give a place for every character and everything makes sense, and it actually is fun. They do a good job by spreading it out across all the different genres, so you get different kind of storytelling between each director and each series style. Young Supergirl, but what's fun is I collect Supergirl.
Yeah,
but I don't like the Supergirl series.
Yeah.
There's certain aspects I don't like.
I like Supergirl and Smallville.
I do. We'll see. But
I do too.
I wanted to put a little note on this. They also announced the crossover finally is bringing Black Lightning.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right.
Ooze and I have been really we watched it. It's really excited. I'm excited. I'm really excited. So, and we're a season behind.
We are, but
it was a good show. First season was really good, and I really hope we get to watch season 2 soon because I'm down. But I'm looking for that crossover.
I'm still excited about Brandon Root reprising his Superman role.
Yeah, but as the Kingdoms Come Superman.
Kingdom Come Superman.
Kingdom Come Superman.
Yeah,
I'm excited for gray hair. I'm just excited for gray hair and vegan strength.
Yeah.
Is he gonna have the vegan beans?
Chicken's not vegan?
Chicken's not vegan? Oh my god. That makes you fat.
Another note on top of that, they announced there was a trademark for another series coming out in 2020.
Oh?
Unnamed, unknown, but we also got Batwoman coming out this next season.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So that's crossing over, so there's a lot of talk. They also, John Cryer from Supergirl's, Lex Luthor will be in there. A lot of these, I'm like, they're really putting this event together, and it's the end of Arrow.
Yeah.
So
Series
we're
end.
seeing that. So it's gonna be a grand statement. I think
Yeah.
they're gonna do something really insane, and I'm like really because Flash is supposed to disappear.
Right.
According to the series, they've been building up the entire series. Like he disappears at some point.
Like you do.
Remember Iris's article that he's always
Oh,
looking at?
yeah.
That they've been building up to that
Flash
point.
vanishes.
We're seeing what happens there. I'm excited. I know we're really behind.
But I thought that was in 2024. 2025.
I'm not sure.
Me neither.
Could it be 2020?
It could be 2020. Absolutely, it could be 2020.
They changed the timeline. It may have changed it, redacted.
True that.
But I
all
got
about
no more
time.
asterisks. But they're really shaping up, and I really need to buckle down. We need to buckle down and watch a lot of things.
We do. I was actually really excited for the last crossover, but we just never got to. And then, schedules and poop and whatever. But yeah, that does it for the news segment.
Yeah.
We'll go ahead and pause for station identification.
Here's a message from your local sponsor.
And that was our sponsor, Cough Cough.
Yeah, haha.
Do you have a tickly throat? Well, go see a doctor.
We're back, and let's go ahead and get started with our comic book reviews for the week. What you got?
Comic reviews. Yeah. Ooze.
Hi.
What you got for us, Ooze?
So today I had lots of books.
Yes.
We got Buffy, number 7, which all 3 of us got.
Buffet.
Continued writing by Jordie Bellaire, art by David Lopez. I know that Peachy got the main cover by
Julian Totino Todesco.
No.
Oh, that's Daredevil. Mark Aspinall.
I'm like, we just went through this. Sudon got the
Kevin Wada.
Yeah, the Kevin Wada Spotlight cover.
Mm-hmm.
I got all of the covers that they had at Allseas, including those 2.
She's learning the pains of cover art.
Mm-hmm.
Just for Buffy and Angel.
Buffy and Angel.
I don't care about anything
Been
else.
there.
Buffy and Angel. Yeah. Yeah. Years ago.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That was a good book.
It was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoyed it, actually. I considered it highly for my pick.
Pick of the week.
Yeah, it did not make the cut.
Yeah. Dark Willow. Gotta love some Dark Willow.
Yeah, for sure.
See some magic.
I really dug the imagery and the dream and how real it felt to her stabbing herself to death. Yeah, the black streak.
Oh my gosh.
Whatever.
Yes.
And then the revelation to me, and it might have been revealed before, and I wasn't paying attention, but that Xander is the vampire with the soul.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, crazy.
Yeah.
It's kind of like he became Spike and Angel, but Angel has his soul.
Yeah, still.
But
Yeah.
Spike may get his later in the franchise.
We
who
don't
knows?
know.
But that was interesting to see that twist. Like, I didn't
And he's
remember
like
that.
still going to school and like living a normal life.
Right?
with
weird.
blood pizza.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Thermos of blood.
My only gripe with was the switching in between the art styles. There was like 2 different artists on this book. Because David Lopez did a couple pages and Sans Millage did a couple different pages, so you can kind of see it. And then one's like the artist that started the book was that low energy art that I saw.
Yeah.
Whereas where the art it changes when she's stabbing herself.
Huh.
That's where the different artist
that's
is
right.
there.
Yeah, it does. I did notice an improvement.
It was 2
it's
different
even
styles.
before that, I think, because when she appears to her with the black eyes and whatever, I'm like, that looks awesome, whatever, with the dots and everything, and I'm like, that's freaking cool.
Yeah, I had a gripe with that, but yeah.
Yeah.
What else?
The 2 of us actually also had Justice League number 29, which was the story of Jarro and Starro, and it was really good.
It was a book.
It was good. I love Jarro. The universe is just a big jar. It was good. I enjoyed it. not my pick of the week.
Oh.
Did you did read. We also had Deceased number 4. We got the Final Destination homage cover.
Is that what that is? Okay.
Yes.
That one's Tasia MS.
Tasia MS.
I dig that.
Yeah, it's really good. We got the Titans on the front, the Teen Titans on the front, and Teen Titans. Wally's there and not Gar. So, Gar.
Reminds me of that cover they did, the Lost Boys cover they did a little while back.
Yes.
The Lost Boys homage cover, whatever. That was cool.
It was really good. I cried a little bit.
Yeah.
Just a little bit, multiple times. It's fine.
That was a painful issue.
Yeah.
It's all been pretty painful.
Yeah.
Which one is this?
Deceased.
Oh, that's right. I thought you were still on Justice League.
DC's Marvel's Zombies?
Justice League was pretty painful.
DC's Marvel Zombies.
Yeah, there was crying in both.
There was crying in both. There was a lot of DC crying this week.
Yeah.
They do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they do.
Oh.
I agree. But yeah, I liked it a lot. I didn't say who the people were for Justice League.
I will.
Definitely forgot. Scott Snyder, James Tynion IV, and artist, and Hi-Fi on coloring.
Yes.
People.
Yeah, people. And then Deceased, Taylor, Hairsign, and other people. Yeah. And then got Lois Lane number 2, which also was a really, really good book.
Can I see that cover real quick?
Yeah.
You went with that cover? You didn't like the
that.
other?
I didn't like the other cover, the shooty cover.
It's funny is I liked the other cover versus this
Really?
one. Although
The revoked for the
kinda interesting.
White House access. Yeah, the story's really good. And the questions there, and I like the question.
Yeah.
And, yeah, Lois Lane being all Lois Laney.
We need some Lois Lane in our lives.
Yeah. We both have a thing in common where we can't spell, so that it relates to me personally. But my pick of the week
I love
was
that she can't spell still.
still, yeah, forever, forever. My pick of the week was Doom Patrol: Weight of the Worlds number 2, written by Gerard Way, with help from Jeremy Lambert, art by James Harvey. It's really weird. Doom Patrol's just a really weird book, and the art style constantly changes, and it's just interesting to look at, and that's why it's my pick of the week. Because it's just weird.
Weird is good.
Weird is good.
Yeah.
But last issue, Cliff Steele drove off the side of a cliff and died again, and now he's Robot Man again.
Oh, right, because he had become...
Yeah, somehow.
Yeah.
Something during Milk Wars that I didn't read. So he became human again. And then there's stuff going on with Negative Man, and he had these weird things in his chest and gave birth to them, and now they're wandering around, and they had to find them. And then there was this giant map that so many words. So many words. I showed Peachy earlier. Where'd it go?
Was it John Jones
There we
level?
go.
Oh, that is
It's a map.
That is a dictionary.
Yeah.
It has all the descriptions of all the things. Once I actually read it, it was funny, but it's so many words. But
That's huge.
yeah, it's the map of Dannyland,
Nice.
which is an ambulance named Danny, and inside of the ambulance there's Dannyland.
Oh.
Yeah, Doom Patrol. And then yep.
Like a Doctor Who TARDIS kind of thing. It's bigger on the inside.
Yeah,
Portal to an alternate pocket dimension of sorts.
basically.
Yeah.
I
can grasp that.
Right. The issue is also called Space Divorce, and there's 2 universes getting divorced,
Yeah.
and just so many things happen. It's just a really weird book. So pick it up. It was.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Universes having irreconcilable differences.
This is a page of the art.
That is pretty interesting art, though. Negative Man.
Would you say it, it keeps you entertained. Like, have you done my thing where, like, I think I might drop this book, and then you go read it, and it's like, I'm never dropping this book.
I mean, like, I never am like, I'm probably going to drop this book to this book, mostly because it's only 2 in.
Oh, yeah.
And, I mean, I finally read the rest of the series, but I kept buying it, even though I wasn't reading it, just because I know that there's going to be some weird stuff going on, and I'm like, I need this book.
Right.
It's me with Justice League Odyssey. I haven't read any of it.
It's important, apparently. Stuff happens.
I know. I'm going to be getting to it.
And then there's this... Ignore that there's a cat. Just ignore it. Just ignore it. That's what I try to do. His name's Lotion. But also, there's no traditional panels most of the time.
Oh, nice.
And it's kind of just words in random places. Those are the universes, by the way, the Space Divorce universes and the cat. Yeah, and the words are just in random places that don't make sense. Basically, Doom Patrol doesn't make sense. It's a fun read, though, so I recommend picking it up.
Huh.
Oh, yeah.
It kind of makes me think of another book I read today.
Yeah?
Yeah. But...
where does that land on your Richter scale of judgment? Richter scale of judgment. I think I hate that.
I give it 6 Ricks.
Out of 10?
Out of 7.
Out of 7, so 9 out of 10.
That's not how that works. That's not how math works.
My man.
What?
What were those words?
That's not how English works.
My men. Your men what? What men?
Men?
I
What
thought
did
you
you
said
say?
my men.
Maine.
Huh?
I don't know.
I thought you were gonna, like, sick your army on her or something. My men.
Get her! Oh my god. Where are we at?
What books did you have today, Sudon?
Yeah, what you got for
I had
us,
so
Sudon?
many books.
So many books.
So many books. So... Oh my god. God damn it. My eyes are all watery. From the laugh. My man. You'll have to listen to that. See what I actually said.
I'll let you know.
Wonder how many digs.
What?
Some movie was coming out or something.
It was a game. We were talking about Final
game.
Fantasy VII remake. And I was like, I wonder how many discs it's going to have. And it came out, I wonder how many discs. And he was watching something or looking at something and he's like, what? How many dicks? What are you talking about? I'm like, no, discs. You're dying laughing.
Ouch. My face hurts.
That's good.
Good.
It'd kill all you if you could see it. It'd be killing you.
Yeah.
Oh, soon.
Right?
Soon. Face reveal coming soon.
Episode 44.
Today.
So yeah, my books this week. I had quite a few.
Oh, really?
I had Sinestro.
Oh, yeah.
Sinestro, Year
That's
of
a
the
new
Villain.
series?
It's a
a
one-shot.
standalone.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Year of the Villain stuff.
I always want to say standalone, but it's one shot.
Right.
But yeah, it was writing by Mark Russell, art by Yildre Sidnar and Julio Ferreira, color by Hi-Fi.
Hi-Fi.
And I got the cover by Brandon Peterson. It's continuing the story. Basically, he's going on a mission for Lex, and the way it kind of ties is the universes are a body, but things live inside them. Is the universe inside them? Kind of.
Sure.
Like that's
the,
kind of
like the jar.
like no, like I was talking about for the people in Doom Patrol. These people live inside these beings that are countering Lex's. They're actually blowing a path towards Earth to stop Lex.
Oh.
And their universes within themselves and the beings inside are slaves that they don't realize it. They live and die to repair these beings that are
So
soldiers.
like that episode of Rick and Morty.
Kinda, but he like infiltrates and
Right.
it's super cool to see Sinestro. But this one I gave a 8 out of 10 with a Jaro kicker 7.5 because there was no Jaro. Very disappointed. Then I too had Deceased. I too picked up the Tasia MS cover. Tom Taylor, Trevor Hairsign, Stefano Guadino are the artists. Rain Verdello is the colors in MS. I gave that one a 9.5 out of 10.
Because
Gyro kicker. And to answer your question, if there was a picture or you could have seen my reaction, it was the same reaction to the Conroy announcement. Yes, the entirety of that issue. Captain Atom was throughout that sumbitch.
Nice.
Okay,
Awesome. There we go.
and
He
Captain
big bada
Atom
boom.
went kaboom and blew up a lot of important cities that are no longer there. Killed a lot of important characters.
can I say which one?
Do it.
Metropolis.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Washington D.C. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Cities.
But Metropolis.
Wow.
Improving, and they throughout the entire book. This book really was a high contender for best of the week for me.
Yeah, me too.
A lot of great books this week.
Yeah.
Because of the Robin handoff, the Batman handoff.
Oh my god.
Which is stirring a lot of contention, a lot of issue. Batman named his official successor as Damian.
Okay, wow.
And it was like heartbreaking because
it should have been Dick.
it should have.
He was dead.
Dick is dead.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
And so is what's his face.
But they had a
Other
message like he was always for the role. Like,
Yeah, and
Batman.
he was like he was proud of you, and he should have said it more.
Don't leave me. It was just heartbreaking, and there's just a lot of stuff. And then Captain Atom died. It was sad. Well, we think, because the thing is Captain Atom is energy. Energy never gets created nor destroyed. It only changes. So he's
It's
probably
just bad.
transported into the future. That's what happens.
Right.
He absorbs a lot of energy and then he explodes. But this is different. So with that one, I got a 9 out of 10. Is after the gyro kicker on
Nice.
that one. I too also had Buffy with the Kevin Wada cover. That one I gave a 7 out of 10. I like this Xander part. I like the stuff that's happening. The art keeps
Fluctuating.
Kind of surprising
Yeah,
me.
that's that was the decider for me personally. You know,
I didn't care for a lot of the changes, but I like the one art that was like super detailed, but then the one that was like, eh. But yeah, that one a 7 out of 10 for that one. Then I also had Transformers Ghostbusters number 3. Continued writing by Eric Burnham. Art by Dan Schoening. Continued coloring by Luis Antonio Delgado. And the cover I've got is I think it's a connecting cover that I've been collecting. It's Delgado and Schoening's connecting cover. It's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
This one was another contender for best of the week. 9 out of 10 on this one. I chuckled. Peter Venkman psychoanalyzing Starscream and determining that Starscream was trying to double cross him, and he double crossed Starscream ahead of him.
That's great.
Optimus Prime got tagged by graffiti artists.
Oh my god.
He's kind of like, I don't understand this, but okay. Janine talking trash to giant robots. It just, like, she didn't take any shit from anything, and it was great. It just, everybody's characters is perfectly written, and I'm loving everybody. Even the Transformers, they make a joke on the fact that all their names are a huge amount of syllables.
Yeah.
And they're like, we're just gonna call you Ectotron. And she's like, I like the movie Tron. And, so Janine named her Ectotron. And he's like, okay. And Optimus Prime was like, oh, thank God. Or thank the maker, kind of stuff like that. That you don't have to say Ectotronimus, something, whatever his name was.
Right.
But yeah, that one was a good one. This week they also debuted the Absolute Carnage #1, the big event that's starting here soon.
Yeah, for sure.
This one, it's the writing by Donnie Cates, art by Ryan Stegman. Phenomenal art by Ryan Stegman.
The art was awesome.
Just stunning.
Yeah, he was on Venom regularly. I don't know, he might still be doing that run, but I recognized the art style right away because I was collecting that. And then I kicked myself in the ass.
Oh, wow.
I'm like, damn it, I should have kept collecting Venom because this ties right in, and the story's actually pretty good. But great art.
I've been looking forward to this. It's frozen. I'm trying to show some of these pictures, but I got the art germ cover of coloring by Frank Martin. Also, great colors, great work. This is the art germ cover.
Nice.
I should have grabbed that one
germy
for you, but I don't know if you liked your variant. But
no, I dug it. I did. I got the. I didn't get my cover artist, but I got but action figure variant.
Right. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah, he wanted other ones, but they were higher value, and it's unfortunate that happens like that. But I thought it was a great book. I'm hooked, like straight, like line and sinker, way more than I was for Spider-Geddon. I'm like, damn it, now I got to go back and read Venom.
Yeah.
I love symbiotes. I'm a huge fan of symbiotes.
Symbiote.
Not so much. Just like a couple of the guys in the book. I hate this symbiote shit.
I think everybody agreed on that one, but this was they promised us a bloody. All the reviews I've heard ahead of time coming. It was chaos. I've never cared about Eddie Brock, but I actually just.
He's great in the series, in the current series, man.
Lots of really big full art panels. I don't know what your pick, but it was not my pick of the week this week.
It wasn't my pick of the week. I mean, and it really, it kind of should have been, but I felt a little bit more amused and enjoyed my book a little bit more. But it was badass.
I'm hooked, line, and sinker. I'm picking up everything. Next week is Scream and a whole bunch of other.
Yeah, I'm getting Scream. The week after is Deadpool versus Carnage.
They got and it's just been it's craziness, and I've always been fascinated by Carnage. I've got the Carnage versus Deadpool thing, and that was great. I've collected Carnage off and on, but symbiotes fascinate me, and this was a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to seeing what's happening. But it was not my pick of the week. Pick of the week.
Oh, so I do apologize. It's great because that storyline picked up straight from the Venom series. And
War of the Realms, too.
Yeah. So it melded both of those into this event that's going to stretch across everything. It was really damn good. It was good.
And the interaction between Peter and Eddie. He's like, okay, I won't make any more jokes.
Right.
But my pick of the week I shared with Ooze.
Yeah.
Did you have a theory?
I did, but I didn't tell the audience that I had a theory.
Justice League number 29 took my win of the week this week. I
couldn't have guessed.
Writing by Scott Snyder and James Tynion, the Fouf. Art by Bruno Redondo and Hi-Fi. And I got the Francis Manipal cover just like Ooze, just because it's Starro all over the place.
Yeah,
he's a boy.
He is.
Oh, nice. Wow, he's gotten big, huh?
Starro fashion, he's defeating this Justice League.
Yeah.
I gave a 9.5 out of 10 with the Jaro kicker to 10.
Yeah.
Nice.
I have a photo that I didn't even get it, I don't think I got more than 2 pages into the book before my decision was made for me. And it was Ooze will know. Oh, and I wanted to say this about Deceased. We were watching the Wonder Woman trailer earlier, and we were laughing, and then you laughed too at a part on the video. We were laughing at the mention of Giganta.
Because we looked at each other at the same time, because really? Giganta was in Deceased.
Oh, nice.
Imagine a Giganta zombified...
stomping through Metropolis.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so we both looked at each other, all like, oh.
I just enjoyed that she's like, gigantic. She's like, that's right, bigger and better. She's like, punches her in the face. I'm like, oh, nice.
Yep.
But yeah, and I wanted to point one thing out that was a big thing about Absolute Carnage before we go fully too bad on this was the final confirmation that General Ross is dead.
Oh, yeah.
From Immortal Hulk, if you will listen to it, we were like, is he dead? They were kind of questioning that. He was found in a pile of bodies. His body was exhumed from, and apparently Carnage has been hiding all the previous hosts. And,
anybody that's been
ripping out their
inhabited by any
spines.
kind of... Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Anybody that's been inhabited by a symbiote at all, exhuming their bodies or killing them or, absorbing their codex, basically.
He's trying to collect all the codices.
Like on that list? Cool.
He's definitely on that list.
There was some stuff that happened, isn't there? Big part of the comic! But yeah, I have that picture here is the confirmation of General Ross's death, and I'm all like, oh, okay, there's that. But back to Justice League, as Ooze pointed out, this was a total issue of just Jarro. Yeah. The universe is just a jar.
Yeah.
And
the constraints are science or magic or things we don't understand, but they're basically all just glass walls.
We kind of got the origin of Starro as told by Jarro.
Yep.
And this I will show you first because you'll grin. But this is where it was nailed in the coffin as the episode as the number one as.
That's great. What's he saying?
It's Jarro's. I can see him coming is to no death. Oh, to see him coming is to no death. No, wait, pain. So much pain, then death. He's like inner monologuing, telling the story as he's infiltrating the League of or
the Hall of Doom.
The Hall of the League of the Doom.
The Doom of Ascension.
He found them. He found the Hall of Doom, whatever.
Yeah.
And he's dressed as Robin with a batarang. And there's this little starfish, this tiny thing. And the whole issue is just like he's besting the Legion of Doom.
Yeah, almost on his own.
On his own, and they're like kind of like, oh, you silly starfish, you're silly, but there's some stuff that happens. And there's some like uh-ohs.
Yeah.
But there was the scene we mentioned, a lot of tears in this issue, and Batman.
Oh, that's cute.
So Jarro assumes the form of Starro. He grows to the almost full form, and stuff happens. He takes over Justice League and basically is like, I gotta do this to protect you.
Yeah, because you're gonna lose.
And
I know that you are, yeah.
Like, you can't do this. You're doing it wrong. That's not how good guys do it.
Yeah, fear keeps heroes to do what they're supposed to do to save the day, because that's what keeps us going. We have to have fear. You can't just protect us from fear. Yeah, basically.
Batman's a big hero in a lot of these books.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's like, she's proving that he does not need gadgets or superpowers. He just needs to be. And, like, the fact that he's got this connection to Jarro, or that this villain that's been a curse to the universe, as they point out in this book, he was Starro the Conqueror.
Yeah.
And then he talks about how he changed at the planet Cookie. And when in the No Justice, listen to our first episode. It's just a really good book.
Yeah, I really dig how this book is, or this run or whatever, and the way that he's treated kind of has really forced him to open up, and especially when that was this where he was like crippled for a while, right?
He was almost dead. Like,
Lex broke all of the bones in his body, basically.
Yeah, so he was like super vulnerable and all that stuff. So I like the way they're doing him. He's still Batman, very much Batman, but he's
a humanized version of
Yeah.
Batman, even though he's the most human.
And the thing is what they're... I don't think many people have realized this. I'm realizing this as I'm reading this is... Batman gets a lot of guff from a lot of haters for needing prep time.
Right.
He's trained his whole life for every contingency he possibly can. He's got the plans already. Yeah, it took a lot of prep time. But this whole thing, everything that's happening during these events, they have no way of prepping for it. He's like, I have no clue. He's admitting he's at a loss and he hates it. And he hates it, and it's like, and the fact that he's flying by the seat of his pants and still being the hero that Gotham needs.
That's what the world needs.
The world needs.
Yeah.
Is
The
incredible. I
multiverse
love
needs.
how Snyder, Capullo, these writers know
Capullo?
this character, and they're really doing a good job. Capullo's written a little bit, but he created some characters and stuff.
That's
but
awesome.
I think it's like he created Batman Who Laughs.
Well, yeah. Well, but
And it's going to be interesting how his dynamic with all the characters is not just always, I don't trust you. There is that trust there in the...
because it's been built over years of working with each other.
Yeah, and I mean, he's going to trust everybody, as far as he could. But I mean, he's going to trust them. And especially working for so long. But he's still going to have, he's not going to put those contingencies to rest. He's still going to have, what if Kal-El goes bad? What if, Martian Manhunter decides to use his powers to, whatever.
Martian Manhunter's dead right now.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So.
Which is why I have an issue to that.
Yeah, well, I mean, the last, 12 books have also had Aquaman on it,
True.
so...
He's not on this one, at least.
No.
But Jaro is... the fact that I say it almost every episode at this point, a redeemed villain is always one of my... Yeah. I'm a sucker. You won me over. I'm done. You had me at redeemed.
Yeah.
So Jaro, but I like that they set up some. It's not just they defeated, but they didn't. But there was still some stuff that happened, and it still sets up that there's a lot coming, and it's
an entire year full.
War is coming.
Yeah.
An entire war of doom.
But yeah, that was my pick of the week with a 10 out of 10 on that one.
Would read again.
Nice.
Read again. Yep.
10 out of 10 on Justice League number 29 for Sudon.
I left it. It's the only book I left open in case I needed to pull it out to show any panels, but I chose not to do it. I took pictures instead.
All right, well, that's good.
So what are you
pausing for studio identification?
Identification.
Identification.
And back to you, Peachy.
Hey, we're back. Obviously, after these guys announced it.
Are we back?
Let me check.
We're front.
I think we're back.
I'm gonna Google it. Hey Google, are we back?
We're back. And we're ringing a bell. I'm rocking on the mic while the five girls yell. Okay, I'm sorry.
You should be.
So my books this week were Absolute Carnage #1 that I shared with Sudon.
I'm sorry, I thought you were going to say we're absolute crap. Like, my books this week were absolute crap.
Absolute crap bag. Absolute Carnage, like Sudon mentioned, written by Donny Cates, featuring art by Ryan Stegman. Buffy #7 also I really enjoyed. I considered it as a contender for my pick of the week. I really dug the story like we discussed before. Written by Jordi Belair, featuring art by David Lopez and cover by Mark Aspinall on the main cover that I picked up.
Dark Willow.
Or that was picked up. So, well,
It wasn't Dark Willow, it was Willow doing magic.
Yeah.
But Dark Willow was in it.
For sure.
Cool.
Then I also had Daredevil #9, written by Chip Zdarsky, featuring art by Lalit Kumar Sharma, cover by Julian Totino Tedesco, as I mentioned before, for the wrong book.
Disappointing?
I can't say that it was disappointing. I mean, but it hasn't been up to par. It wasn't up to par with the rest of the series and how good it's been. It's still Chip Zdarsky writing.
That cover, though.
That cover was awesome.
That was the covers that I was trying to mention to you the other day. That like no God only,
no devils only God.
Yeah,
and I was like, those are cool covers. I think those are pretty neat
for sure. The storyline so far has been great. This is, I believe, the penultimate issue to that arc. But it just, a lot didn't happen. Not much happened. It saw, Matt struggling with a decision. Do I Daredevil? Do I not Daredevil?
Again?
To Daredevil or not Daredevil? Still, yeah. Still, yeah. It was pretty decent, but just not up to par. Not up to par. My pick of the week was Punisher number 14.
Sweet.
Written by Matthew Rosenberg and featuring art by Zizmon Kudransky. Covered by Greg Smallwood.
I don't care. I don't care about that kind of information.
Smallwood. The book was pretty great. It sees Punisher kind of on the run. He's being hunted down by Baron Zemo, who's joined forces with the Kingpin. And they've put together their own Thunderbolts team. I did the air quotes.
Thunderbolts.
Thunderbolts team with...
I don't like that.
I forget who all exactly is on the roster, but they're all, fakes, and headed up by Zemo himself, I believe. And, they're trying to hunt him down, and Fisk is threatening him, you don't tear apart my city, and blah, 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 and I'll kill you, and, and Zemo's like, okay, yep, sure thing, and he hangs up, and he's like, okay, go find Punisher, tear the city apart if you have to, Fisk said. Whatever, and, yeah.
That's not going to end well.
Yeah, so that since the beginning, they've had issues and whatever. Black Widow comes to Frank, he's trying to keep low profile and eating at a diner. She tries to approach him to lend him a hand. She helped him escape from prison before, in the previous main storyline, or overarching storyline, whatever. But he doesn't want her help. I work better alone, kind of thing, and blah 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 blah.
I'm Batman.
Yeah, pretty much. So she goes and kind of recruits some people to come and help him out. You don't think it's likely because he's an asshole. And
right.
Not a whole lot of people like him. But there's, I think her name was Amanda Byers.
Amanda Byers?
No, maybe not. I'm not sure.
I feel like I know someone with that name.
Right. I might be pulling that out of my
hat.
Not knowing hole. My hat. Yes.
Not knowing hat.
Not knowing it. I really dug one of the best parts of the book is when Black Widow brings the team in, whatever. One of them is Moon Knight, and they have a little repartee back and forth. It's like, hey Mark, you still crazy? Little bit. You still murdering people? Little bit. How's your imaginary god? He's good. How's your dead family? Kind of. I'm like, oh damn. Oh. Yeah. He was actually rescued because the Thunderbolts had gotten to him, and they were surrounding him. They were gonna take him down and whatever. And then somebody threw a huge grenade, blew them all back, and then took him, and he passed out, whatever. And he woke up, and next thing he knows, he's with Night Thrasher, and he's like, who the hell are you?
Yeah, same.
I've got his action figure over there.
What?
Yeah, he's still in the box on my table over there.
Oh.
I've never seen him in a comic book that I can remember.
Why do you have him?
He was part of the Kingpin Build-A-Figure wave.
Oh,
yeah.
That's why.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I, said, well, I'll figure him out someday or whatever. But, yeah, this is...
There he is.
Yeah, here he is.
I still don't see what you're talking about.
I mean, it's probably hidden.
Yeah, it's kind of hidden. I'll have to show you.
I'm good.
Yeah, I'm sure you are. So Punisher's trying to leave. He's like, good luck with the nobody in the escape mental patient. And Night Thrasher's all, what did he just call me? He said, you're an escape mental patient.
Is that Moon Knight?
Yeah. Like, I think that was you. Oh, that makes more sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which was also great. I mean, it's usually a pretty serious book, but it's funny breaks in it. I'm not gonna, go over exactly the rest. They form up their team, and they're gonna go up after. Or no, Rachel is this girl's name.
Rachel Byers?
Right?
Rachel Alves? Or wait.
That's not biased.
No. Sergeant Cole?
What?
Oh wait, no, Sergeant Cole is that's Moon Knight, I believe. I don't know who she is.
So many names.
Yeah, so many people. They rally up. They convince him, you're going to need our help. You can't take them out on your own. There's too many of them. Blah, blah, blah. And it just kind of shows them marching out at the end of the book.
Oh, all right.
Oh no, one of the, he's like, it was, okay, so it was the chick. It was the other, or it was Black Widow. It was Night Thrasher. And it was Moon Knight.
Right.
And he's like, okay, fine, but I'm going to need some bigger firepower. And he goes and sees this guy. He goes to a bar, and he's like, the bartender's like, what can I get you? And he turns around, and he's like, oh, shit. He's like, you know who I am, right? And he's like, yeah, I know who you are. He's like, well, I'm here to see the other guy. And he's like, nah, he doesn't do that anymore, or blah, blah, blah. That doesn't go on anymore, and da-da-da. Turns out it's fucking Danny Ketch, Ghost Rider.
Oh.
Yeah, so he recruits Ghost Rider.
Oh, I knew that Ghost Rider was a thing, actually.
Did you?
Previews.
Yeah, freaking, I'm like, yes!
Right.
I was like, jazzed.
I wonder how that's going to play out with the upcoming stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I knew about it, the upcoming stuff.
But, yeah, that was part of the crew that he recruited also, and that was super cool. I'm a big Ghost Rider fan.
Yeah.
And
Did he turn around and it was a freaking, what's his name? Nicolas Cage face?
Yeah, right.
Can someone edit that, please?
Yes. No.
That would be amazing.
He's all like...
They're making faces, but...
They're making Nicolas Cage face.
But yeah, that's my book, and I do highly recommend picking it up. The series has been great. It's obviously at number 14, so it's been out a little over a year.
Right.
It's a monthly, but super entertaining.
Does that Kill Crew tie into it, or is that War
No.
Games?
No, wasn't there another like Thunderbolts also, or something? Or
Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross is Thunderbolts.
No. There were not that team. There was the other team. Who was the team that was Punisher and Hulk and?
Oh.
That wasn't that. That was Savage Avengers, wasn't it?
Savage Avengers. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. I think.
I think Punisher's in that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but I don't think it crosses over or ties in with that at all. Just like I don't think Immortal Hulk ever tied into Savage Avengers as far as
right.
you know.
Right.
But yeah, good stuff.
Awesome.
Good stuff coming from. Man, I keep lauding Matthew Rosenberg. His writing's super freaking awesome. He's very
he
talented
knows Punisher.
gentleman. Yes. But yeah.
Yeah, awesome.
And that does it for our show today.
What books do we have for next week?
Oh yeah, that's right. What do you got next week?
I closed out of my app, so I don't know. Actually, I do know. I have Vox Machina Origins 2, number 2, and Flash number 76.
6?
Yeah, 76.
76. That's right. It is number 76. And then, depending on if Allseas still has number 1, I will also be picking up Loki #1 and 2.
Yeah, I was like, number 2 comes out next week. It's weird. I thought it was not yet.
Yeah. Those are my books.
So Ooze kept saying she has a soft week next week.
I do have a soft.
Next week I get hit with a freaking hurricane. But I got Absolute Carnage Scream #1. I got Absolute Carnage Separate Anxiety #1. I've got Amazing Spider-Man, probably with Peachy over here.
Yep.
Not quite crossing over yet, but it's about to. Then I've got some Batman titles, Black Hammer, Justice League. Lots of crossovers with You're the Villain.
Millions and millions of
But
villains.
I know I'm going to definitely be picking up Flash.
Yes.
We've got the damn covers.
Damaged covers.
Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. I might finally catch up on that because that's supposed to cross in.
Oh, that's next week, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, I was wondering when that comes out. That's...
There's an Immortal Hulk director's cut. I'm going to pick it up, but I'm not going to be talking about it because we've already talked about it.
Right.
And then, let's see, I'm trying to figure out. We're talking a lot about Jim Zdarsky. He's got his White Trees #1. Comes out next week. It's like a horror, some sort of horror book. I've seen some art, some bits from it. It looks kind of interesting, so I'm going to pick that up. So
Is that a Marvel title? Or?
That is going to be a Image title.
Oh, okay.
And an Image title.
And I might finally talk about Unnatural. Its final issue comes out next week, and I've been collecting it for a year, and I've not really talked about it, and it's the final issue. But there's a lot of books that come out next week, basically. There was another one that was like a standalone that's going to probably be a big one. Once in Future #1 comes out. I've heard that's a pretty big book. That's another Boom Studios title.
Yeah.
But I don't know. We'll see. There's a lot of books next week. What do you got, Peachy?
Yeah. I've got, like Sudon said here, I've got Amazing Spider-Man #27 that I share with him. I'm also going to pick up Absolute Carnage Scream #1. Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man #10 I also share with Sudon there. Symbiote Spider-Man #5 is out next week. And yeah, then final one, and Deadpool Annual #1 is out next week.
Oh.
Or, yeah, I believe that's next week. I might be wrong.
I did not see that. But
I might be wrong.
it might be wrong. It might be right.
Yeah.
You may be wrong and you may be right. Well, it's going to be a big week.
Yeah.
Luckily, there's no cons or anything happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see what we can rustle up for some exciting news for you next week, and keep you up to date on the latest and greatest in pop culture and comic books.
Yeah.
And then, as we always say, there's no substitute for.
Oh yeah.
He says it so well. That's why I'm like trying to. There's no substitute for the.
Yeah, make sure you go out and pick these books up. We were giving slightly longer reviews before, but I think, I don't want to spoil the entire issue, and I do want to entice a little bit more. So I think, if it appeals to you, definitely go out, pick it up. You will seldomly be dissatisfied with a comic book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, they're a lot of fun, and the art's
No
amazing.
substitute.
Yep, there's no substitute.
Yeah. And if you don't know where your local comic book store is, try comicshoplocator.com, and they also show what books are out the week you're looking at, and, yeah.
Hashtag not sponsored.
Hashtag not sponsored.
Hashtag not a sponsor.
So yeah, that's good for us.
Yeah,
Someone have a quote?
That closes out this episode, that ends this episode. I guess Sudon will close us out with a quote here.
Let me stretch out, get ready for this. The future is worth it. All the pain, all the tears.
We've already done this quote.
This quote?
Yep.
Oh,
We don't have a quote this week.
Rudy Toot Toot.
Da-da-da-da.
I don't have a check mark for these anymore.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah, I don't remember which ones we've used. But yeah. We'll see you next time.
Happy
You
sailing.
can quote him on that.
That's positive.
All right, take it easy, guys. We'll see you next time.
Have you listening next time.
Bye.
Hey, thanks for listening to our podcast. If you enjoyed this, connect with us on social media, and of course like and subscribe so you don't miss out. Music is brought to you by Kevin MacLeod. Find more of his music by visiting incompetech.com or clicking on the link in the description. If you want to listen to more, find us on anchor.fm or website unstabletogetherpod.wixsite.com and pretty much anywhere you can find podcasts.